the smiley face eternal? Has it always been? Or does it have a beginning? As obnoxiously philosophical as that sounds, it's actually central to the raging fight over ownership of the creation of this iconic design. The late Harvey Ross Ball was a graphic design artist from Worcester, Massachusetts, and he's the one typically credited with inventing the smiley face design back in 1963 when State Mutual Life Assurance Company hired him for $45 to create a symbol to boost morale among employees. That's equivalent to about $375 today. The work took him less than 10 minutes to do, so it's not bad, the amount of money he made. He later told the Associated Press simply, "I made a circle with a smile for a mouth on yellow paper because it was sunshiny and bright," end quote. Sometimes the best things in life really are that simple. Well, the simple design immediately became popular with employees gracing their buttons, posters, and signs alike. It still remains to be seen if it made them like their job any better. And as you might imagine, since neither Ball nor the insurance company trademarked or copyrighted the design, opportunists smelled, well, opportunity. Over in France, about a decade later in 1972, a journalist named Franklin Loufrani became the first person to register the smiley face for commercial use. It began appearing in his paper, the François, and he launched the Smiley company selling t-shirt transfers, which is now today a company which makes $130 million a year as one of the top 100 licensing companies in the entire world. As the Smithsonian Magazine points out about Loufrani's son, who now runs his father's business, quote, "As for the American origin of the smiley, Nicholas Loufrani is skeptical of Harvey's claim on the design, even though, as evident in the above image, his father's original newspaper icon is almost identical to Ball's mark, and idiosyncrasies and all. Loufrani argues that the design of the smiley is so basic it can't be credited to anyone. On his company's website, they prove this idea by showing what they claim to be the world's first smiley face, a stone carving found in a French cave that dates to 2500 BC, as well as a smiley face graphic used for promotion by a New York radio station in 1960, end quote. So is it eternal? We now return back to the question at the top of this segment. Well, pursuing that line of argument cost the Smiley company millions of dollars and about 10 years of legal battles when they tried to trademark the image in America, where they had to compete with Walmart, which began using the smiley face as part of its corporate logo in 1996. And Walmart consequently claimed ownership over it. But if you go back a few more decades here in the U.S., once again to the 70s, you'll find the Bernard and Murray Spain brothers, who owned Hallmark shops in Philadelphia and who were making a killing, selling over 50 million smiley face buttons and other paraphernalia, with the added "Have a happy day" tagline, which became popular with soldiers in the Vietnam War who ironically put these types of stickers on their helmets. As the article points out, these brothers privately acknowledged that their design was actually invented by Harvey Ball, but on TV, they took credit for it. Who would have guessed such a happy icon would have such a not-so-happy past? If you ever want the real deal, at least as Harvey Ball designed it, look for the design in which the eyes are oval and one is slightly larger than the other, with the mouth not being a perfect arc.